Round 3 of pre-season is kicking off here at the Copsewood Sports and Social Club. Live coverage of Coventry United versus Coventry Copsewood here on Coventry United TV with Liam Cook. A glorious sunny July afternoon in the Free-Spired City. Coventry United today in a slightly changed strip of red shirts with white shorts and socks, taking on Coventry Copsewood all in blue. A couple of trialists today for the, well, red and greens in red and white today, one of which is a goalkeeper who may be familiar, but of course we will not be naming. Also two trialists in what we believe is going to be a front three. Elsewhere in the team, number 2 Brad Jones, number 3 Ben Valance, 4 Luke Downs making his debut, number 5 Kyle Barnett, 6 Jamal Clark, 7 a new signing, 2 new signings to announce exclusively here on Coventry United TV. Firstly is midfielder Max Johnson, so he's making his Coventry United debut today, and number 8 Jake Holt, and also, you know that big trialist we told you about against Coventry who banged in 3 goals? Yep, I told Luke to sign them up, and he has signed him up. Number 9, Kevin Ellis, is now officially a Coventry United player. We'll be getting some more info from Terry and Luke on the 2 new players, and we'll be releasing a full statement on the matter a little bit later today. But exclusive news here on Coventry United TV, Max Johnson and Kevin Ellis sign for the Red and Greens ahead of the new season. And also Jean de Corey has signed for Coventry Copsewood. I'm not sure whether he's involved in the team today, but of course we wish the very best of luck to former Red and Greens captain Jean de Corey at his new club, but not today. Let's hope Coventry United can pull out a result after that 1-0 defeat against Aviston on Tuesday night, where former Red and Green Adam Bilic scored with a first half header. Well, the Red and Green Army are ready for the 3rd match day of pre-season. Of course, the Red and Green Girls of Coventry United ladies start tomorrow. Their first match season take on the new FA Women's Championship side, Millwall Lionesses, a team they lost 4-1 to in the Women's FA Cup 4th round last season. That is now a 10:30 kickoff in the morning due to the World Cup final. It's at Cryfield Pavilion, so make sure you get yourself to Cryfield at 10:30 AM for Coventry United ladies versus Millwall Lionesses. Of course, 3 new signings for the ladies yesterday, and again we'll be revealing some more information on those players when we get it. Terry Anderson back in the dugout after a late start to pre-season of him. He's running on holiday with a couple of other players, including the likes of Dominic Lane. Also, a bit of injury news to tell you. We're being told that Kevin Thornton will not be available for the majority of pre-season. He may well be back for the first match, but we're being told he will have to play at least 1 game before returning to the starting lineup. And Shaquille McDonald not in the team today, not even on the bench because of a wrist injury. And also on the bench for Coventry United today, Liam Kennedy, Ryan McQuanjay, Nathan Cadby, Emmanuel Kofi Gundat, Scotty Hammond and Dom Elaney. Sorry, Dom Elaney. I keep on getting that name wrong. It's Dom Elaney. Ah, they've only got a roped in Terry Anderson to act as linesman. This is going to be fun. It's a good job I got the camera because it's going straight on You Being Framed next week. Well, Brad Jones representing Coventry United as captain today. We're being told that Kevin Thornton will be the new permanent holder of the armband. That has not yet been confirmed. Well, it's going to be Coventry Copsewood to kick things off. We'll be kicking from right to left. United, of course, in a chain strip of red shirts with white shorts and socks. Copsewood all in blue. Well, it's 1-for-1 in pre-season for Coventry United. A huge victory on the opening day. 7-0 against Coventrians. And then a 1-0 defeat on Tuesday away at Addison Town. Now it's United's turn to go out and hopefully get a second win of pre-season. Coventry Copsewood versus Coventry United live on CUTV with Liam Cook. Here's Jamal Clark now in the back line. Holtz to Kyle Barnett. Rolls it across to the right with Brad Jones. His first appearance of pre-season. Cross again to Kyle Barnett. Draws past two Copsewood attackers, stumbles, loses out, and now it's Copsewood trying to push on, and pass intercepted by Kyle Barnett, and back to the trialist goalkeeper, who again you may well recognise if you're here. Balls around the back line, and oh, what was the cat dragged in?
What? Cat dragged in? What's that, man? You've got?
Alan Howell's back.
What is that? Bum fluff. Eh? Okay, twat. Welcome back.
Yeah, it's a great welcome, that, isn't it? Well, a volley, the attempt there with the number 12. It's found the back of the net, but it's offside.
You come straight on the game instead of me. How's mummy anyway?
So free kick for the Red and Greens. Jamal Clark standing over it, lofts it down the right-hand side, looking towards the number 10 trialist. I wish Alan would get his fat ass out of the way so we could get the camera on it. The number 6 trip there for Coventry Copsewood. That will be a free kick. So Copsewood back underway in their own half. Now the number 3 at left back. High pass drifts over the white line out for a Coventry United throw on this near side. Okay, and Ford's obviously thinking that he's playing, walking across the goal. Ford's of course out for a couple of weeks with a knee injury suffered against Coventrians. One of 2 injury absentees. So Brad Jones, with ball in hand, will take the throw. Jake Holt in support. Here's Kervin Ellis. Jones will let it run back to Carl Barnett, back to the trialist goalkeeper, blasts it clear towards Ellis, but falls to the feet of the Copsewood number 5 defender. Long ball from the back, chest control with the number 7, and now it's Copsewood down the left-hand side, surging room for the number 16. He's got Brad Jones for company, squares it, but the number 9 couldn't make it in time, and it bounces across the face of goal, and Ben Vance will stride away from the back third for Coventry United. Just about kept in by the number 11 trialist, back to Valence. Somehow stays on that white line rather than going over it. Here's Kervin Ellis, the main striker today in the absence of Shaquille McDonald. Luke Downs. Johnson. Switches the play to Brad Jones, about 5 yards inside United territory. Jones waits for the option. Rolls it forward to Ellis. Downs again. Down the wing, hoping to find Jones. Struck out of play. Is it? Yeah, it is just about. Coventry United throw deep into Copsewood's half. Holt. That's Luke Downs, Holt in support. Jones receives it from the trialist. Right on the byline. On halfway line now and towards the centre-back, Jamal Clark. Barnett and Clark seem to be the preferred centre-back pairing for Coventry United in pre-season, of course. That's offside. Long ball from Clark down the left-hand side to the number 11 trialist. The flag is raised on this near side, and in fact it looks like Terry has in fact given the flag to Harry Barnes, so unfortunately we're not going to get the funny side Terry Anderson acting as a linesman, but we may well still get some laughs at Harry Barnes. Now Copsewood trying to wipe smiles off United faces, but they run straight into a red wall in front of the Coventry United penalty area. But the MFL Division 1 side coming back for more, the number 7. They drift over the white line there. The referee has said play on. It didn't go out. The ball bounces over to Kervin Ellis in the centre of the park. Now the number 10 trialist. Lovely ball over the top towards Johnson. Offside. Johnson not happy that his own coach has flagged him for offside. It did look tight. About 5 minutes gone here at the Copsewood Sports and Social Club on Allard Way. Coventry Copsewood 0, Coventry United 0. A match against Copsewood at Spinks Drive was actually our first ever home match here on CUTV. A 10-0 win that day for United. But the game will of course be remembered for Stuart Dutton's lovely pink hat. Still got the video footage, by the way, Duts. Rolled through for Ellis into the penalty area. Curving Ellis. Slide challenge by the number 3. Did he get the ball? The referee says he did. The fans call him for VAR. But it will be a corner to the red and greens. It's going to be Max Johnson going towards the right hand side to take it. Johnson, of course, making his contract debut after signing for the club last week. Into the movement in that penalty area. It's towards Carl Barnett. Clark couldn't control. Blasted clear. Back to Sorkley for the Copsewood number 7. Jake Holt with a bit of a push in the back there. And the United man goes for a tumble. Free kick, says the ref. Johnson wanted to take quickly. Well, it hasn't been allowed to do so. Johnson, the new winger, will be taking the free kick. Johnson in towards Brad Jones. Out comes the goalkeeper. A couple of strong hands to it. And he's even been able to find a teammate. And now Copsewood begin the counter. And it's flicked towards the touchline by Ben Vance after that long ball. But Copsewood will continue striding forward towards the trialist goalkeeper, Kyle Barnett. Diverts it into touch via the leg of a Copsewood man. Goal kick. So the goalkeeper for Coventry United rolls it to the left with Jamal Clark. 2 goalkeepers already signed up for United this season, Steve Brook and Lucas Jacques. It appears that Tom Deitch will not be remaining with Coventry United, nor Ed Caviezel-Cox, 2 goalkeepers who ended the season with the Red and Greens. A number of changes this season, including the departures of Chris Cox and Lewis Rankin, a couple of potential departures incoming too, and several players have not yet signed new deals who we expect to stay with the club. Here's number 10 trialist, right it through with Johnson. Johnson wasn't going to reach it, straight into the path of the goalkeeper. Passed around the final third by Copsewood. A dangerous game. You know, they can intercept here, they can push on, hopefully find that first goal. But the Division 1 side working well under pressure. Composed passing by the Copsewood defence. Can they get into a more advanced position? They try it with a long ball down the left and volleyed into touch by Kyle Barnett. That'll be a throw-in level with the penalty area for Coventry Copsewood. Well, the cricketers on the pitch behind is acting as ball boys at the minute. Good point by Harry. He's a fielder, so. Thrown to the box by Copsewood. Strong header by Holt, but sent back into danger, and a good save by the goalkeeper. Corner kick. Routine stop for the man on trial. Brad Jones barking instructions to his defenders. Number 7 making a run towards the near post. Towards the back post with the number 5, flies over everyone, but the defender should get there, and he does keep it in. Now Copsewood looking to get in from a more central location. Long range up by the number 12, skews horribly wide, and that will be a goal kick. 10 minutes gone in this pre-season friendly, still 0-0 between Coventry Copsewood and Coventry United. feigning a run up. And instead going to backtrack and go for a longer one. There it goes, down the centre of the park. Ellis was being held there, referee says no foul. Now Copsewood will take advantage by going down the right hand side of the Coventry United half. Striker able to find his way out of a red and white maze there, but can't do anything with it, and Ben Valance will clear the danger towards Kirby Ellis up front for Coventry United. Barges the Cotton man off the ball. Fair game, says the referee. It's Kirby Ellis, squares it, and the trialist couldn't divert it home. In fact, the Copsewood defender has sent it out at the far post. And that will be a United corner on the right again. Max Johnson will take. Going for a short one to the trialist. Not the best of routines, but United have got a free kick out of it. The number 11 trialist, I believe, being bundled to the ground. The number 10 trialist flicked it towards the right touchline from the short corner. So it's going to be Brad Jones to send it in. We've seen Jake Holt taking over set piece responsibilities lately. Jones to send it in. Can you get the first goal here? They may have done it. It's up in the air by Barnett as the goalkeeper has put it into his own net. Terrible goalkeeping has allowed United the first goal of the match. It was sent in, flicked up by Kyle Barnett, and the goalkeeper is absolutely furious, and you can see why. Flicked up by Barnett, the keeper leaped into the air for it, got his hands on it, but then fell back over his line. And by hook or by crook, after around 14 minutes here at the Copsewood Sports and Social Club, it's Copsewood 0, United 1. And one of the more bizarre goals that you'll see in pre-season. Now the Division 1 side to get themselves straight back on the front foot, cross-charge down by Valance. And an immediate throw to Copsewood. So the front coming from the right hand side of the number 8 found and marked. Closed down there by Jake Holt. A bit of a shove in the back there by Holt. Referee allows it. And Copsewood forced down line now. Ellis will go on the march, but he can't make his way past the Copsewood man. We'll get a throw on the halfway line out of it. Jake Holt to take. 1-2 with the trialist. It's Jake Holt on the left hand side. Valance. Here's Jamal Clark across to Kyle Barnett. Barnett strides forward unopposed. Sticks his legs through it and finds number 11. Tries who runs over the ball. Then he takes out number 15 from behind. He has taken it out of play, and it will be a throw-in halfway into Copsewood territory for the home side. If that's been given us a free kick, I believe indeed it has. It is a free kick. So the Copsewood goalkeeper will take. 15 minutes gone. It's now United 1, Copsewood 0. Can the home side change that? Not into the penalty area. Strong header by Brad Jones. Up jumps Ben Valance, beaten in the air, but Jamal Clark will get to the seconds and will clear the danger. Here's Jake Holt back to Clark. There's space opened up in the back line for the red and greens, and the pressure alleviates for now. But it's a Clark. Clark upfield towards the head of Curviness, bounces off the head of Ellis and back into Copsewood hands. Kept in on the right touch on by the number 9, despite the best efforts of Ben Valance, but it's intercepted by Clark. Now Valance again. Johnson calling for it, Luke Downs dropping into a defensive midfield role, finds number 10, tries a neat turn to keep it away with the number 8. The pass though, not so neat. And then it's just telling him to calm things down, to take a bit of time to think about things. And that number 10 getting stuck in and winning the ball back. A nice little 1-2 with Max Johnson. Here's Ellis. Space on the right for the trialist. Ellis is in the box, as is Johnson. Rolled through to Johnson. And the low cross blocked by the number 5 out for another corner. Options stacked at the far post for Coventry United. Bennett ducks, and the header by Ellis. I don't think Ellis was ready for it. Flies horribly wide towards the far post. We'll be live from the Cryfield Pavilion, I should say, tomorrow. An early start of 10:30 AM here on CUTV. We'll be live at 10:25 for live coverage of the pre-season friendly between Coventry United Ladies and Millwall Lionesses. First match of the Red and Green Girls pre-season campaign. In fact, 2 of their stars are here today. Jay Bradford, the Coventry United manager, and Jade Brooke, the star midfielder. Number 10 goes in for a challenge on the left back, and that's United on the ball with Max Johnson. He seems to have drifted into a more central role. Downs on the left side now with Ben Valance. The number 11 trialist taking on the Copsewood defence, finds Kirby Ellis. Valance, crossing opportunity, cross charge down by the number 15, throw into the red and greens. Well, Valance has to go right to the tree line to get the ball. United already lead by 1 goal to that terrible goalkeeping mistake. Throw towards Ellis. Good touch by Ellis. Can he turn and shoot? Kirby Ellis. Johnson. Slide by the Copsewood man. Curled wide by the number 10 despite Ellis stretching for it. Looking composed at the moment, looking strong, heading forward. Comfortable dealing with anything that comes their way. Well, the next match for the first team that will take place is next Saturday, and that is at Racing Club Warwick. It's a 3 o'clock kickoff. The World Cup won't be interfering with that match. And the goal kick towards the number 7 looked good, but it has drifted out of play. The midfielder couldn't keep it from crossing the white line. And Brad Jones will take the resulting throw on the right flank, right on the halfway line. Needs some options though, as Copsewood are blocking off every avenue of approach. Finds Jake Holt. It's back to Brad Jones. Tried to do a little bit too much. It's dispossessed by the number 6. And the high ball over the defence is also over the Copsewood striker, and the goalkeeper able to comfortably deal with it. Here's Downs, quickly closed from behind, but turns away from the challenge and retains possession. Here's Holt. Carl Barnett. Now the goalkeeper again on trial. Of course, we will not be naming any trials for Coventry United until they are signed. You probably will know who he is if you're here. So Cosman have a throw to the kick from the goalkeeper is out of play. Halfway into United lines, Copsewood hoping to get themselves on the score sheet. Throw to the number 12. He's just about kept it in. But it's given Valance the chance to stride away with it. Ellis. Now Max Johnson. Luke Downs. Onto the left with Holt. Through ball for Valance. He has kept it in. Now the trialist. Hoping to find a red shirt in the centre. Not quite successful, but Johnson with a good challenge. Finds Ellis. Ellis taken out. And a ferocious strike from Jake Holt. Take a bow. He nearly burst the net with that one. I'll tell you what, Jake Holt has really caught the eye of Red and Greens fans in the first 2 matches of pre-season. In game number 3, he scored a brilliant goal. had to be at least 25 yards. And now United lead by 2 goals to nil. The first goal was lucky, the second was sheer brilliance. It may only be pre-season, but that is the fastest way to earn affection from the Red and Green Army. And Copsewood are hoping to get themselves a goal back quickly, but the number 9 slips the penalty area and allows the try-less goalkeeper to come out and catch it. We're back here on CUTV on Friday for live coverage of Coventry City under-23s versus Coventry Copsewood in a memorial match for Corey and Casper Platt-May, who of course sadly passed away around, I think it was March time of this year. There'll be a memorial match, and I will indeed be covering it. It won't be on CUTV's channel, it will be on my own personal channel, so do go and watch that. There will be a link shared on the CUTV page. Here's the number 3 for Copsewood at left back. Going for an option down the left, but decides to go into the centre of defence instead. Challenging down from behind, but can't come away with the ball. Copsewood will continue to break away. Started down the left-hand side, crossing opportunity. Or will he go for the shot himself? He will go for the shot himself. And it's a goal back for Copsewood. It bounced over the leg of the try-less goalkeeper. And it's Copsewood 1, United 2. So 2-1 now the score. United leading by 2 goals to 1 following Copsewood's opening goal. And now the home side hoping to get themselves level. But Barnett goes in with a challenge from the side and the referee belatedly calls for the free kick. Barnett seemed to get the ball, but it was rather forceful. You were calling for a 4-man wall. The Copsewood attackers outnumbering the defenders. Willicott shunted here, the number 9, standing over the ball for the Copsewood free kick. It'll be a great turnaround. Good hands by the goalkeeper, diving to the right. It was destined for the top corner. With both hands to it, turned it around the goal. It will be a corner kick to Copsewood. 25 minutes gone at the Copsewood Sports and Social Club. This match really has taken off. It's Copsewood 1, United 2. The corner to come in from the left flank by the number 8. Short corner routine being offered. I don't think it's a option that Copsewood want to take. In fact, it is. They're going to take it to number 7, who receives it back to number 8. Moves in towards that far post, flies over everyone and into touch for a goal kick. Remember, there will not be any video highlights of this match unless we are authorised by the football club, of course, with trialists in the team. It's unfortunately not allowed that we can release footage of the game. Here's the number 11 trialist deep into Copsewood territory, looking for the through ball to Wells, couldn't find him. Luke Downs intercepts the long range pass from the back, hassled by the number 8, who comes away with the ball and a nice ducking and diving run, through ball towards the big striker, back to the keeper by Carl Barnett. Cleared. As far as that number 8 again. So Copsewood have got the taste of blood in their mouth. They want to get equalised again. Long range strike by the number 12, smothered by the keeper. Forward out to Kyle Barnett. Here's Brad Jones wearing the captain's armband today. Lofted ball towards Ellis. But straight into the hands of the Copsewood keeper, bounces into his grasp in the box. Rolled through the centre to the number 7 for Copsewood. Heavy first touch by the midfielder, able to find the number 8 though. Space on the left hand side, and that left back is found. Closed down by the number 10, tries, gets the cross in, flicks on the head of Brad Jones, brought to the feet of a Copsewood attacker in the box. Can't do anything with it, runs straight into Jones, who turns on the spot. And Barnett will switch the play to Valance, panic over for now. Valance. Now Downs. Rolled across to number 10. Hoping to dig it into the area, Ellis couldn't make it in time. Goal can be distributed quickly. We'll pass down the left hand side, met in the air by the boot of Brad Jones, but he can't prevent it from falling back into blue hands. But a poor touch from number 12 can, and it will roll towards the corner, kept in by Jamal Clark, who thought he was going out for a throw rather than a goal kick. Here's Downs. Brad Jones. Now Barnett. First touch to Jake Holt. Jones. It's boxed in, but able to find the number 10 trialist. Now here's Holt. Switches the play to Max Johnson, the new signing. Here's the number 11 trialist. Forced away from the box. Johnson spins away from the number 6. Here's the trialist again. It's a neat run by the trialist. Oh, what a run this is! He's got the number 10 trialist in the box. Couldn't find him. It's a poor cross. But it will be kept in by Jones. Can this delivery improve things? Ellis! Punch clear by the goalkeeper. Not exactly clear, but the defender gets it away. Here's Max Johnson. Well, I think he was possibly lining up another spectacular effort like we saw from Jake Holt. The switch of the play caught by the boot of Luke Downs, but it does find its intended target, the number 9 for the home side. Makes inroads into the box. Chance for the number 8 to strike. Back onto the left flank again. Crossing opportunity, overlap. Not utilised. The cross falls to Johnson on the edge of the box, and now United can sprint clear. Not as clear as they would have liked, but it does end up in Copsewood possession, although it is deep into their own half. We have had roughly half an hour. Coventry Copsewood 1, Coventry United 2 in this pre-season friendly on Coventry United TV. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up below the video if you are enjoying today's coverage. Leave a comment below with your feedback. Subscribe to Coventry United TV on YouTube for more exclusive content, exclusive commentary and highlights of every Coventry United and Coventry United ladies match this season here on CUTV. And of course you can get us on Twitter at Cov United TV. Remember, there'll be no highlights of this match. It's just commentary until the new season officially begins on the 4th of August. Valance at 10 yards into his own turf. Johnson's dropped deep, as is Downs helping out. Stabs it towards Kyle Barnett. Clark in support on the right. Here is Jamal Clark. Here's Jake Holt. Jones. A few step overs. Caught from behind by the number 9. Stumbles to the ground as Brad Jones. Free kick. Coventry United quickly taken now by the number 10. Trying to catch the goalkeeper off guard. Diving to the right, but out comes Max Johnson to try and pick up the spoils. The number 15 defender gets there first, turns and clears. It's deflected to touch by the number 11 trialist. And it will be a throw to Copsewood. A nervy moment for the MFL Division 1 side, but they have got away with it. But not for long, as it's won back by that trialist again. Here's Kirby Ellis back to goal. Ellis turns on the edge of the penalty area. Can he find his way into the box? Finds the trialist. It's a good cross this time to the trialist. Oh, just an inch over his head. We are closing in on half time. We'll be taking a short break at half time. So make sure to look for the new live stream for the second half here on YouTube. Live every Promotion Midland Football League Premier Division fixture this season, as well as the FA Women's National League. Ellis puts the number 6 defender under pressure, closes in on the goal, but slots it wide. You would have thought that Ellis would have put that away. Well, he isn't a trialist anymore, deciding for Coventry United following 2 impressive displays against Coventry and Aviston. Scored a hat-trick on his first match. They scored a hat-trick against Coventry on the opening day of pre-season. That 7-0 win. Number 10 and the number 11 trialists looking to make a name for themselves today. No trialists on the bench. It's all signed up players for the Red and Greens. Holt picks up the goal kick. Now Brad Jones. Bit of time and space to work with, but not for long. Closed down by the number 12 striker. It's a poor back pass towards Jamal Clark, but he's just able to pick it up before the number 9 can get there. Barnett up line to Ben Valance, playing a higher line at the moment, striding forward into the centre now with Kervin Ellis. Quickly closed down by the Copsewood back line. Jake Holt spins on the dime. Can he get another long range shot away? No, he can't. He'll find the trialist. Started through. It's Ellis, surely this time, and it curls over the crossbar. 2 gilt-edge opportunities for big Kervin Ellis, both of which would have said on paper should have been put away. It's never as easy as that. If you're just joining us here on CUTV, it remains Coventry Copsewood 1, Coventry United 2. The opening goal coming in bizarre fashion. A ball struck straight into the air by Carl Barnett, was brought down by the goalkeeper, who then fell over his line as a free kick is given to Coventry United in their own half. And then a spectacular goal from Jake Holt, giving United the lead, a 2-0 lead, before a bouncing shot across the face of goal, finding the side of the net from the Copsewood man. Ball towards Ellis was diverted away by sliding number 4 for the home side. Lovely switch of the play, by times ahead of Brad Jones, whose header finds Luke Downs. Now to the number 10 trialist, hoping to find Ellis again, but it's another interception. Now Costa just keeping the ball in their own backyard. Into the midfield now with the number 9 on the left-hand side. Again, Copsewood seeing a little bit hesitant to try and push on. United congesting that midfield. And as soon as he goes into the midfield, they win it back, but not for long. The pace of the match has slowed down significantly over the last couple of minutes. Seems Copsewood afraid of making another mistake. They have made a mistake there, and United will get the ball back with Luke Downs. Tries to find Holt in the centre, but his pass is cut out by the Copsewood man, who then slips, but still able to find a teammate. But there's Max Johnson to nick it from him. Tries to lob the goalkeeper, he was heading wide, but the keeper was backtracking to his line anyway. So it will be a goal kick. 10 minutes until half time. We're going to need a new ball. So new ball in place. The goalkeeper will finally get round to taking the goal kick. The kick straight onto Vance's head. Tries to find Ellis, beaten in the air. Brought down now by Valance. Ellis. Valance again. Volley towards the left-hand side with the trialist. In towards Kervin Ellis. Pass back to the goalkeeper by the Copsewood defender, and the clearance by the keeper, not exactly what we would have hoped for. Straight into touch on the right-hand side of the box from Copsewood perspective, so it's the left-hand side for United. Here's Downs. Crossing opportunity. Side steps the defender, cross bounces towards the number 10 trialist, flicked away by the left back for Copsewood. races towards the byline to keep it in, but fails to do so, as it will be a throw to United on this near side. The tries to take, throws it to Holt, back to the trialist. Back to Holt via the leg of a Copsewood man. Max Johnson switches the play to Valence, but Valence can't keep up with it. Throw in to Copsewood. So Luke Downs making his Coventry debut at number 4 for the Red and Greens, following his summer move from Coventry Spinks. The space on the left-hand side for the left back for Coventry. Copsewood into the box, can't get the shot away. It's blocked by Brad Jones. Throw in right in the corner. Intelligent defending from Brad Jones. The throw is right in the corner, so it's virtually a corner routine, a short corner routine for Copsewood. The penalty area stacked with blue and red shirts. Flies over the head of the number 4 and cleared. It's going to go back in. Again headed away by Barnett, headed back into danger by the Copsewood man. Jamal Clark gives it to the number 16 who scored the goal. But poor passing curtails that move. Now Max Johnson will look to clear the danger. His switching the play hits the referee in the back, but it does find the trialist. Johnson tries to thread it through for Ellis. And it's back onto the right with Johnson. Jones in support. Here is Brad Jones. Number 10 trialist. One-on-one with the defender, but forced away. Downline to Brad Jones. Pass to Holt is blocked by the winger. And now Copsewood on the counter. Number 12 striker. Through ball. This could be an equaliser. It is an equaliser. The Copsewood number 9 sneaking behind the defence. Picks up the ball and smashes it home. It's Copsewood 2. Coventry United 2. And United's 2-goal advantage has evaporated like a puddle in the summer heat. So about 5 minutes before the break, it's all square again. Credit to Copsewood, they've persevered, they haven't backed down. They deserve that equalising goal. Now it's down to United to try and find themselves goal number 3. Ellis has had multiple opportunities to do so, but those chances have proved to be United's downfall at the minute. Brad Jones lost it towards Ellis. Chest control by Ellis, receives a bit of a push in the back by the number 4, taking down Ellis, asking for a free kick. Seems to have his arm pulled. Referee unimpressed though. Now Copsewood striding out again with the number 8. Through ball down the right hand side. Barnett blocks the number 12 from the ball and taps it over the line for a throw-in level with the penalty area on the right wing. Throw into the box, and it bounces towards Brad Jones on the right, a poor throw. But can Coventry United clear their lines? Here's Max Johnson closed down from behind and able to find Jake Holt in the centre circle. He was hoping for the run of the number 11 who didn't make that run, and the long ball goes out of play for a goal kick. 5 minutes until the break. We're taking a short break at half time to swap over the batteries on the laptop to ensure we complete the second half of this match in full. Lofty kick from the goalkeeper. Clark beaten in the air, but it will come down to Max Johnson. Valence. Holt again. Johnson again. Valence again. Up line to Luke Downs. Shrugs off the challenge from the number 7. Johnson. Downs again. Rolls it forward. The number 11 trialist turns away from the number 15's challenge. Valance. Down under Downs again. Rolls it into the centre circle with Jamal Clark. Switches the play to Brad Jones. Chest control by Jones. Closed down. Back to Clark. Ash Johnson wants it. Clark looking for a more long distance option. Rolls it to the number 10 trialist. Ayres on the edge of the penalty area, but will find Holt instead. Cleared as far as Luke Downs. And to try and just chisel away that blue wall in front of the Copsewood penalty area. Jake Holt, with a shrug in the side, and the Copsewood man has taken it over the line for a corner. Could be one of the final chances for United to put their mark on the first half. They did lead by 2-0 thanks to that own goal and a brilliant 25-yard strike by Jake Holt. But it now stands at 2-2. But for how much longer? The corner to come in from the left-hand side via the number 11 trialist. In towards Barnett. And it bounces harmlessly wide for a goal kick. The Coventry ladies kick off their pre-season campaign tomorrow at Cryfield against Millwall Lionesses. They have games against the likes of Derby County, Wolves, Loughborough and Sheffield. Well, United's pre-season will end with a match against Coventry on the 28th. Before that, they have GMP Sports and Racing Club Warwick. So the Warwick match will mark the halfway point of pre-season for the first team. It all kicks off for the girls tomorrow, 10:30 AM, Cryfield Pavilion against Millwall Lionesses of the new FA Women's Championship. And by the way, congratulations to Crystal Palace ladies, who have now been accepted into the Championship following the withdrawal of Sheffield. So congratulations to Crystal Palace. Thrown to the box, rather tame header from the Copsewood striker. Goal kick. Goalkeeper on trial, again, who you may well recognise, is going to take the kick. There it goes, towards big Kirvin Ellis. This is held in it, and that is half time. Here on CUTV, half-time score, Coventry Copsewood 2, Coventry United 2. And we're going off air now on CUTV for around 10 minutes time. Look for the new live stream following the break. Don't go anywhere.